Well, welcome to a brand new series of the Motorbike Show. Now, there's plenty of treats in store, including me highlighting some of my favourite rides, both in the UK and in Europe. Where better place to start, though, than here in Wales? I've come here because it's one of Britain's most underrated destinations. But if you're into biking, Wales has got it all. Gorgeous roads, picturesque towns, fantastic landscapes. So I'm going to explore one of Wales's most famous rides. 25 miles of great roads from Devil's Bridge in Ceredigion to the town of Rhayader and then onto the Elan Valley Reservoir. Well, that's where we're going, but what are we going to ride? Well, it's radical, it's a B-road bullet, but most importantly, it's British. It's one of the most exciting new bikes of recent years, the CCM Spitfire. I've got a brand new flat tracker model with carbon fibre panels, forged alley wheels, and more attitude than a busload of six-formers. This one's straight out of the showroom, but right away, it's a joy to ride. But before I really get going, let me introduce you to a local institution. Do you know what, the ride hasn't even started properly yet, but that road from our hotel in Aberystwyth to here in Devil's Bridge, it's just quite incredible, man. It is lovely, beautiful bends, the vistas. If that's the sign of things to come, we're going to have a great day. But this is where the ride officially starts, here in Devil's Bridge, and most importantly, at the Two Hoots Tea Rooms. The Two Hoots Tea Room, get it? Is in the back end of Devil's Bridge railway station, at the beginning of the Vale of Rhayader railway. Nearby, there's this odd-looking three-layer bridge said to have been built by the devil himself. I don't know about that, but the grub in the tea room is anything but diabolical. As owner Alan tells me, they've been here now for 29 years.
It's a homely, atmospheric place for everybody, and people who come in, they're treated like friends. And we have a good laugh with people.
Tell you what, I've nearly finished it. That tea's seriously good, that Welsh tea.
That is Welsh brew tea.
Now look, right, it's a mecca for bikers, right?
It is a mecca for bikers, yeah. We get a lot of Harleys coming in, groups of Harleys. We get a group from Ireland that come every 2 years, 3 years, all on trikes.
Do they? How cool is that?
Oh, phenomenal.
What is it about the Devil's Bridge ride that you think is so special? I mean, I can see, just coming from Aberystwyth this morning, the road there, I'm not even on the actual ride, it's divine.
It is lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I don't know, it's a lot of these boys, they don't want it for the speed.
No.
They've got powerful bikes, they just want to go and enjoy themselves, ride on these country roads. They just love it.
I can't wait to get going. But then, out of the blue, a local petrol head turns up in this. Meet Ian. Now look, before we hit the road, I've got to just show you this. Ian's just rocked up. Now that could officially be, was it deemed a tricycle?
In the day, it was an invalid carriage. But to get them on the road today, we're allowed to register them as trikes. And it's got handlebars.
So it's got every reason to be in the show.
Yeah.
But do you know what, man? I used to see these going round the roads when I was a kid. I've never actually seen inside one. So it does have handlebars like a bike, Ian.
Yep, and the throttle as you'd expect, but braking probably not as you expect.
How would you brake?
Push down to brake.
The Invacar was first produced in 1948 and was instantly identifiable in its ministry blue colour scheme. Tens of thousands of them were built for disabled drivers until the government decided to scrap them in 2003.
I found it in a field in Sussex with about 12 others. There's a lot that's bad about them, the safety, and they're quite easy to roll over, and there are all sorts of safety issues. But to a lot of people, they were a lifeline, an absolute lifeline.
Yeah, and also to you now, there's something, to nurture and cherish, and that's what it's all about, isn't it, mate? Wow. Now, before you start any ride, you've got to have a bit of sustenance. I'm on my third cup of tea, but also, as well as getting bacon butties and all the normal fare, there are a couple of local delicacies. Now, that cake, which is a lovely fruit cake, is called bara brith, but also my favourite, a Welsh cake. I promise you, I will get riding just in a moment or two.
But enough of the grub, let's get on the road. The first part of the Devil's Bridge ride takes you along a nicely twisty B road, the B4574. This is the first part of National Cycle Route 81, which runs all the way from Aberystwyth to Wolverhampton. So in high summer, it can get fairly busy. Right now though, it's mercifully empty.
Many of us bikers plan wonderful European trips, and why not? But just have a look around the UK, because this ride out of Devil's Bridge is stunning, and when the weather's with you, you don't want to be anywhere else, do you, man? Even at 21 miles an hour. God, it's just fantastic.
The CCM has got a 610 Husqvarna engine. It's not super fast, but it's lively and responsive. And it's got very decent Brembo brakes, should you need to make a swift stop. The Spitfire's skeletal good looks are very urban, very up to date, a hipster's must have. It's a bike that sits up and begs to be ridden, and on a road like this, it really comes into its own.
I'll tell you what, this mountain road out of Devil's Bridge is sublime, and this CCM is the perfect bike for it, but it is quite technical. No corner is the same, and some kind of tighten up on you, and I must always remember, don't push yourself, Henry, because you run out of talent pretty quick. And it always reminds me of the adage, ride a bike how you want to ride it, not technical bends, everything you could really want from a Sunday afternoon on a motorcycle. I guess if you're a big sports bike going across this mountain range, you might feel as though it's kind of a sledgehammer to crack a nut. But at the same time, whatever you're riding, even if it's a Honda C50, you should be riding this ride. Tell you what, when you do enter these mountain passes and cross the cattle grid, you do need to watch out for the wildlife. In my experience, sheep are relatively okay because they're used to the traffic. My problem has always been with cows and their babies. They seem to run out at every opportunity. But either way, man, even if you're just pootling along, mainly because of the gravel in this section, tinkling on my mud cart, you need to just take it easy.
After a couple of hours, including
Sublime. I have to tell you, there are many routes in the UK that come close to that, but for mountain riding, fantastic. And it looks as though there's other people here with the same idea. Now, this monument in Rhayader supposedly represents the actual centre of Wales. And that's probably why it's so well known in biking circles, mainly because, you know, hour and a half, you can get anywhere in Wales from here. But it is the most beautiful little town.
Rhayader is a small market town which has been pulling in the punters since Roman times. It has a population of 2,000 odd and 12 pubs, giving it the unofficial title of the UK town with the most pubs per person. There are plenty of other bikers here, mainly on big tourers, but I wouldn't swap one for my little CCM.
I have to say, right, on this ride, this bike has been sublime. It is the perfect motorcycle for this kind of riding. I have to say though, I do get frustrated with this key fob thing that I've got, that I have to just keep pressing the back of the bike to make the ignition work. No, it bamboozles me completely. But I tell you what, on a road like we've just ridden, it doesn't matter what you're on. Could be a C50 Cub, could be a ZZR, whatever it is, just to be here and to arrive in Rhayader is fantastic.